new CEO fired me on her very first day. "Mason Graves, your era is over," she said while I was still standing there holding the orchids I'd brought her. She had no idea that 3 days earlier, I'd signed documents that would decide her fate long before she decided mine. I'd been with Vert.x Industries for 19 years. Started in the mailroom, climbed rung by rung until I became VP of Operations. I practically lived inside that building. When the founder passed away, the board brought in Alexandra Cassidy, a rising corporate star known for chopping departments and rebuilding companies without blinking. Her first day was a Monday. I came in early, suit pressed, shoes polished, orchids in hand, her favorite flower according to the press package. I wasn't trying to kiss up, just show goodwill. She walked in wearing a razor-sharp navy suit, scanning the office like she was already planning which parts to tear down. I approached her with a polite smile. "Ms. Cassidy, welcome to Vert.x. I'm Mason Graves, VP of Operations. I thought these would..." She didn't let me finish. She looked at the flowers, then looked directly at me and delivered her line with the cold precision of a surgeon. "Mason Graves, your era is over." That was it. 20 seconds into her job and I was done. "Security will escort you out. HR has your severance," she said, already turning away. The entire lobby went silent. Karen from accounting actually gasped. I stood there frozen, still holding the orchids like an idiot. "I'm sorry, what?" I managed. "You heard me. Vert.x needs innovation, not legacy deadweight. Clean out your desk, 20 minutes. Then she walked off, heels clicking like a countdown. Security, two guys I'd known for years, approached awkwardly. I set the orchids on the reception desk and went to my office, numb. As I packed my things, something important jolted back into my memory. 3 days earlier, I'd been having drinks with Richard, Alexandra's uncle, brother of the founder, and a major shareholder. He was furious about her appointment. "She's going to destroy everything my brother built," he'd said. "I want her out, but I need leverage." That's when I told him about the patents. 7 major patents I developed during my time at the company. They were assigned to Vert.x as standard, but I had inserted a protective clause into 3 of them. If I was terminated without cause within 18 months of filing, those patents could be reassigned. Richard had gone pale. "Mason, those patents make up 60% of our current revenue stream." "I know," I said, "and 3 of them still have active reassignment windows." We signed papers that night. If I was fired without cause, those patents would shift to a holding company Richard controlled, and I'd receive 40% ownership plus consulting compensation. If I resigned or was fired for cause, the deal vanished. So when I walked out of the building with my cardboard box, Alexandra smirking from inside a glass-walled conference room, I already knew how this story ended. I went home, poured a scotch, and called Richard. "She fired me," I said. "No warning, no reason. Just your era is over." "Perfect," he replied. "I'll submit the reassignment paperwork in the morning. Board meeting is Thursday. This is going to be good." Thursday morning, Richard called me sounding almost giddy. "Mason, check the announcement." I opened the internal company bulletin. Emergency board meeting held. CEO Alexandra Cassidy placed on administrative leave pending investigation. Interim CEO, Richard Hollings. Seconds later, a text from Richard. She didn't review the patent agreements. Legal discovered the reassignment clause triggered automatically. "We now control 61% of Vert.x's active revenue patents." The board had no choice. She's finished. Then another message. "Board wants you back. COO position, 40% salary increase. Your decision." I stared at the screen. 19 years of loyalty gone in an instant. And yet a simple clause I wrote years ago had dismantled her entire career in 3 days. And then, an hour later, there was a knock at my door. I opened it and saw her, Alexandra, standing on my porch. She was holding the same orchids I brought her, now wilted and drooping. Her mascara was smudged, her posture defeated. "We need to talk," she said quietly. "Richard told me, you're the only one who can save my career." I looked at her, then at the dying orchids. And I repeated the exact words she said to me on her first day. "Your era is over." Then, I closed the door.